Can a palette get any bigger than this one? I don't think so. Let's have some fun, guys. Woohoo! Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeannie and this is Get This Glowing. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at this bad boy. This is the Physicians Formula Ultimate Maru Butter Collection. And when they say this is the limited edition Ultimate Butter Collection, they mean it. So I have went on the Physicians Formula website and looked at their collection, and when they say that this is the ultimate collection, they mean it. Everything pretty much that they have. Ooh, do you hear that? It's raining here. Anyway, everything that they have from their butter collection is contained in this palette. And I think that this is one heck of a steal. Guys, this, let's see, I picked this up. It was $39.99 off of the Physicians Formula website plus tax-free shipping. My total was $42.79. And when you open it up, you have 24, let's see, 24 shadows. These are the shadows that were in their Butter Collection palettes that came out. I think that they came out like spring or summer of past year. There was like a, maybe a night one and a daytime one, but I looked at the shades in the back and they are exactly those shades. So you are getting White Sands, Coastal Chic, Barefoot in Brazil, Sand Dunes, Pier Pressure, Off the Coast, Moonlight Beige, Ready for Rio, Sightseeing, Bae-Cation, Beach, Beige, Reservation for Two, Sundown, Island Hopping, Sunset, Vista, Coconut Kiss, Rolling Tides, Rainforest Queen, Tan Lines, Below the Horizon, Heatwave, Coco, Loco, Midnight Stroll, and After Dark. And those are the shades that are in those two palettes. Then over here, you're getting each one of the shades that they offer in their butter bronzer line. I am so excited to have this, and I know that this is a big palette, but it fits in my Alex drawers, in the smallest of my Alex drawers, laid flat, so I don't have a problem with storage. And it's all contained right there. And sometimes the shades of the butter bronzers are hard to find in the stores. You just can't find them there. And so you have all of them right here. And then whenever you open it up, then, so that is 8 bronzers. They're butter bronzers, all of the shades. Then you open it up and you're getting 7 of their butter highlighters, and these butter highlighters are so good. And that's all 7 that they carry. That's right, all 7. And you're getting the one in Champagne. I guess maybe they feel like that's their best seller, and that's in an extra large size. So for the butter bronzers, you are getting the light bronzer, the regular bronzer, Sunkissed bronzer, deep bronzer, sunset bronzer, Brazilian glow, endless summer, and sculpting bronzer in the palette. And then for the butter highlighters, you're getting pearl, iridescent, pink rose, rose gold, copper, is it copper curve that they're saying, deep mauve, and champagne. So that's your colors for there. And then you open it out a little bit further, and you do have, if you were going to take this traveling, which I'm not so sure how travel friendly that this would be, but you do have, whenever you sit it flat, you do have a nice mirror. If you were going to use the mirror to get ready with, there is a mirror. And so then whenever we go to the other side, you just close this side up, and behind the side with your shades for your eyeshadows, you do have, again, the 7 blushes. And for these blush shades, you have, and like I said, you can't always find these shades in the store. So I am just thrilled because you get natural glow, Plum Rose, Rosy Pink, Beachy Peach, Saucy Mauve, Copper Cabana, and Vintage Rouge, which is your largest size down here, and it's just beautiful. And then whenever you open that out, then you get in a pan, probably not, I don't know if it says how much in ounces on here that you're getting, but you are getting a sampling of all 12 of the shades of the butter. This is their butter lip creams, and those are in Soaking Up the Sun, Pinkini, Flamingo Pink, Guava Mama, Brazilian Sunset, Samba Red, Rio de Janeiro, Acai Berry, Mauvin to Brazil, Carnival, Brazilian Nut, and Nights in Rio. And those are just beautiful as well. The only drawback is that you are going to have to use a lip brush with those. And so whenever I used, I was playing around with this yesterday, and I used this one, Soaking Up the Sun. And then I have one called Pop the Bubbly from my Casey Holmes collection. So it's a limited edition, so it's not in this. And I found that whenever I used this one in here, and we'll see today, I'll show you today whenever I put this on, because I'm gonna show you how these apply. I found that it was very, well, let me just swatch this on my hand. So I found that it was almost pretty, you'll be able to tell. It's, and I'm going to do this 3 times. This is 3 times build up on my hand. And then I'm going to use the one out of the stick, which I went back and forth to. But it just seems a little opaque to me, and quite honestly, I'm not sure. This is the only color that I have in these formulas, so I'm not sure if that is the way that these are supposed to be or not. Let me swatch another one. They just seem very, almost like a lip balm, not a lip cream, not a lipstick. So that's the only thing that I'm seeing with these lipsticks, is just that they're not the most opaque in color. They are pretty translucent, but it felt so good on my lips. So the formula feels the same as the one that I have from my Casey Holmes collection, and the formulas feel the same as far as I had done a full face with this yesterday. So the formulas feel consistent across the board with the highlighters. The formula feels consistent with the blush and the bronzers, and the eyeshadows feel consistent. So if you remember the eyeshadow formula, now what I can say about that is it my favorite eyeshadow formula? No. Is it a decent eyeshadow formula? I like the eyeshadow formula pretty good, but you do have to work with it a little bit more, and some of the eyeshadows, as far as the shimmery ones, are a little bit chunky. The eyeshadows are a little bit patchy. So I would say that if you're getting this palette only for the eyeshadows, skip it. You know, the whole butter line for the eyeshadows alone is not what I would recommend doing. I would not per se recommend the butter eyeshadows in just the palettes themselves. If this had have been just the bronzer, highlighter, and the blush palettes, that would have been fine by me as well. If they would have had one that didn't include the lippies and didn't include the eyeshadows, I would have bought that and been just as ecstatic as this. but I'm going to do a look. And so let's get started. And I'll show you how the eyeshadows perform. So whenever you first get them, they do have this little cellophane over the top of the inside, but and I've kept them so that I could just keep them placed over the top of those, since whenever you do, like, I just want to do this all the time on the on the eyeshadows, because whenever you close them, you know, they're going to be touching. So there's nothing to keep the blushes and the eyeshadows from touching each other. And some of these shades are pretty pigmented. So I just kept mine over to the side. Let's get started. So as you know, the butter bronzers are, you know, a cult classic, a cult favorite, and they're very, very good. So I'm just going to go in. This is just one of my Moda Pro brushes that I got in one of my boxes. So I'll just go in with that. And I'm actually going to first go in with, I think I'll use a shade that I've never used before. I think I'll just go in with this one. And what I really like about this particular shade right here, I'm not really sure which one it is. Let's see if I can tell you. It is the second one. Oh, it says Sunkissed bronzer. Yeah, no wonder. It has just a little bit of redness to it, so that is very pretty. And this brush is fitting. It's pretty small, so it's fitting very nicely into the pan. And I love how they put the deeper bronzers in as well. So no matter how dark you get in the summer, or how much you want to chisel out, or how much you want that red shade for the summer, it's in there for you to use. So I am really loving that palette. And, you know, speaking of the price being, what was it, $39.99? Well, one of the eyeshadow palettes is $17. So if you times that by 2, then that's going to put you at the $34 price point just for 2 of the eyeshadow palettes. So, you know, it is a really good deal for this. So I was just ecstatic whenever I ordered it. And it comes, and there was nothing broken. It was padded very, very well inside the box, and then inside another box that was padded very well. So, you know, I was really happy with the shipping. So then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of this color right here. And this one is the Endless Summer. And I really love that one. Very, very light. Just a little bit. Just a dab will do ya with this one. But I love this color. Just to give it just a little bit of deepness right there. Almost like a contour. And it is just so pretty to me. So I just love having all of those bronzers right there at your fingertips. So that you can just go in and create your look. So then we can open up and go into the blush shade. And for the blush shades, I think that I am going to use this shade right here, which is your Vintage Rose, and it's just beautiful. I have just been in love with this blush. I just can't get enough of it, and I'm still using the same brush. And this brush really works good in these pan sizes, so any type of a small angled blush brush. Which there is some really good colors in here as well. There's a nice mauve toned blush as well. There's just some beautiful colors. And I mean, really, when are you going to hit pan on a full size? I mean, a full size butter bronzer, you know, is this size. And actually it's quite hard to store because they're kind of rounded and they don't sit flush and flat. I'm just having a ball with this palette. For a highlight, we can go in and let's see. I think what I'll do is I will just use this small fan brush by Sephora. This is the Sephora 62. And I think I'll just go back and forth right up here in the top two. And this is going to be the iridescent color. Let's see, what are these? Pearl and Iridescence. And I'm just going to go back and forth in those. These highlighters are really good, especially if you're a little older or mature like me, because they don't show texture. I don't think I've ever played in this pearl. It's really nice. Really, really pretty. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then this, they have this, this really pretty pink one right here, and that would just look so pretty as, you know, a blush topper too. Oh, I love how the face products are working. I'm just going to go into this pinky nude color here, and I am just going to put that all over my lid and into my crease and just get my look started with that, and do the same thing on this side. And I do like the mattes in this formula. They do blend very nicely, especially this one. This is a really good one. This is an E25, and I'm going to go into this brown color right here, this one, and I'm just going to go into and stipple, getting a little bit of fallout. Not bad, just a little bit. I should have tapped off my brush, but I didn't, so that was my fault. And this one's blending really nice too. So this one's laying down really nice and blending really nice as well. So I'm going to go back to this original brush, and I am just going to blend. It's looking better than some of the really high-end shadows I've used lately. So what do I have on my face while I'm blending this out? I got the Physicians Formula with the L'Oreal Glotion mixed into it, and I really, really love that combination. And then I have on the, I've been trying out that Glossier Brow Flick in, oh, blonde. I just can't decide that I'm a fan of that. I think it's a lot of money for nothing. Oh, wow. I'm going to go back in with another Sigma E25. And this does have that scent, that butter scent to it that their products do. It's not, it doesn't seem to be as overwhelming of a scent, maybe, as the butter bronzer has. May have just a little bit of a, maybe a different smell, or it's just not quite as intense of a smell. So I really like that a lot better, because I'm not the biggest fan of that smell. So yeah, I'm definitely liking the smell of this better. And then I'm going to take that same color, and I'm just going to pinch out the end of this brush, and I'm going to run that underneath the lower lash line. Okay. All right, I really like this look. Yeah, and I think that those shades did really, really good. So yeah, let me just blow that off a little bit. And then I think I may just ruin this look, but I'm going to test one of these shimmers right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop this right here just with my finger, just give my lid a little bit of light. Okay, and I already have a lip liner on because I do want to put some of that lippy on. So I'm going to go in with Mauvin to Brazil. These butters really taste good to me. I don't know what they taste like, but I like them. They taste good. I don't know what they got in them, but they taste good. So this is what this looks like when you go in and you swatch it. This is what the color looks like. But this is what it looks like when you just glob a bunch on your lip with a lip pencil. But yet it doesn't look like I've got too much on my lip. See? So they're very wearable. And so I'm just using a lip brush that I have gotten basically from BoxyCharm. It's a Luxie lip brush that just comes like this. So, you know, I don't mind a lip palette. A lot of people hate them, you know, it's inconvenient. Okay, so whenever you go somewhere and, you know, you don't have your lipstick to touch up, but honestly, I just don't touch it up. I just walk around and look crazy. And I don't have lipstick on. Once I walk out of the door and I look good, I never look in a mirror again. So that's just me. So if I don't look good, it's okay, because I knew that whenever I walked out of the door at my house, that particular moment, I looked in the mirror and I looked okay, and it's okay to me. And I forget that I think that lasts all day long. So, I think that these are lovely. So this was the one, so you know which one I dug into. I just dug into this one down here, so you can see. This was the one that I used tonight. So, you know, I love it. So, you know, I think that this is really, really worth the money. I think it's a steal of a deal from Physicians Formula. You know, this will probably be one of my very, very favorite products of holiday 2019. This will be one of my favorites because it is such a good deal and it is so compact, and I think that they have done a wonderful job of putting everything in such a small package. I hope that you enjoyed the look. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the collection? What do you think about the palette? Is it too big? Is it too much? Are you thinking about picking it up? I'd love to hear from you and hear your thoughts on the palette. I am in love with it. So let me know what you're thinking about it. I hope that today is treating you well, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. It's really easy. All you have to do is click the big red subscribe button below. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video, but for now, smooches everybody. Bye-bye.